First birthday of our country. Angie, happy 4th.
Thank you. Happy 4th to you.
We have a little bit of a cloud cover. It rained early this morning and it's very comfortable. Some of the streets are a little wet. It kind of reminds you of what happened last year.
A little bit warmer though. It is awesome weather though. We are so blessed to have such nice weather.
We're at the corner of South Pecan and Abram Street, just a couple of 100 feet away from the steps of City Hall. Before it's all said and done, 35 to 40,000 will line the 2.5-mile route, which begins at Mitchell Street near UTA, that goes north, hits Abram Street, takes a right, continues east for about a quarter of a mile, takes a right on Center Street past the First Baptist Church and continues past College Park Center back to the start-finish line. A lot of the parade watchers got here early, 6:30, 7 o'clock. You see them here on Abram Street. They've got their tents, they have their lawn chairs, and a lot of them may have stayed over from last night. Celebrate Arlington. It's now 5 years running. It's the Light Up Arlington, a big event that takes place. The Brad Thompson Band played last night. Tonight at Globe Life Park, they'll have another 4th of July fireworks display after the Boston Texas Ranger game. So a lot of opportunities to see fireworks and a lot of things for the kids to do.
I'm seeing some really great stars and stripes and wonderful 4th of July looking outfits. They are very colorful and festive and look like we are ready to roll.
This year's theme is 4th of July Texas style. What do you think of when you have the emblems and the symbols of the state of Texas? Because we will see a lot of those displayed this afternoon.
You know, I don't think so much about emblems and things like that. When I think of Texas, I think of like barbecue and Big Tex and Southern hospitality and boots and cowboy hats and gatherings like this where everybody kind of comes together.
Mockingbirds, big hair.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
A don't mess with Texas bumper sticker perhaps, but some of those emblems and a lot of the floats will be decorated with this year's theme. We have a unique situation this year. For the first time, we have two separate Grand Marshals, one from Germany and one from right here in Arlington. We'll meet them in a couple of minutes, but both were very happy and just overjoyed and thrilled about becoming two Grand Marshals. So that kind of breaks tradition, but perhaps it may set a new one for years to come.
Yeah, I think that's a great tradition to start. More the better.
The floats have to be 75% decorated, and what better way? You can't have enough red, white, and blue on this 4th of July.
Definitely not today. Today's the day to bring it. Go big.
All right, we talked about the aforementioned two different Grand Marshals. Again, one from Germany, one from right here in Arlington. Yesterday, Donna Darovich and I had a chance to sit down. Let's meet them.
This year, the Arlington July 4th Association has added a new dignitary to the parade. That title is International Grand Marshal, and we are thrilled that the first person to have that dignitary title is the mayor of Arlington's sister city, Thomas Helbling, the Bürgermeister of Bad Königshofen, which is in Germany. And we have a 65-year relationship with the city. This is the 65th anniversary, I believe, or birthday anniversary of our relationship as a sister city. We also have with us Bruce Maxwell, and anyone who's ever been to a social event in Arlington has probably had their photo taken by Bruce because he was a longtime photographer with the Star Telegram in Fort Worth. But Bruce, you've also been very involved in the Sister City program. So before we start our interview, could you give us a little background on how Arlington's relationship with Bad Königshofen started, because that means they play a very important role in Arlington's history as we do in theirs. So give us a little summary of how it started.
Yes, this relationship started back in 1951 when we had the then boy mayor, Tom Vandergriff, as mayor, and it was started between two young ladies, pen pals, one in Germany and one here in Arlington, Theda Howell. And they had, transposed, messages back and forth, and the young lady in Germany was coming over for another international meeting with her family, and also with the city manager at the time, Kurt Zulke, to the U.S. So she said, ask her parents, well, while we're in the States, can we visit my pen pal friend in Arlington, Texas? And the city manager said, well, I would like to come too so I can talk to this boy mayor to let him know about the plight of our little city. At the time, Arlington and Bad Königshofen were about the same size in population, both about 7,000. And so city manager Zulke came over and spoke with Mayor van der Griff, and they created a bond together and talked about the plight where they were inundated by thousands of refugees coming over from the eastern side. Bad Königshofen sits right at the old east-west German border.
It's in Bavaria, right?
Yes, yes, yes. And so they had several people coming over in droves, just thousands of people coming over. So the city manager explained the situation in Bad Königshofen, and the mayor and the citizens of Arlington got together between 1951 and 1954 and sent over train loads of goods, loaded up here right across from City Hall there at the train tracks where the dock is still located, from the old Arlington Depot, and loaded up several train loads of goods. Yes,
box
exactly,
cars.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then they were shipped down to the port of Houston, and then from there by ship over to Germany. And so every time this relationship has been going on since then, we continue to travel back and forth to Bad Königshofen, and we would always meet someone that would say, I received my first pair of shoes from Arlington, or I received my first dress or a first toy. And to this day, they're so appreciative of this relationship that's, virtued since 65 years now. So it's pretty exciting. And I started my relationship with the group working for the paper at the time in 1988, and later said that's the year I got married, and said I was going to Europe for the honeymoon and we'll try to stop by, and then we've made it by Bad Königshofen, and it's been a family relationship ever since. So.
And of course, periodically a delegation from Arlington goes to Bad Königshofen, and they come here, and we're so
Yes.
happy that there's a delegation here to help us celebrate the 4th of July. So
Exactly.
Bürgermeister Helbling, I understand Bürgermeister is like mayor in the U.S., right?
Yes.
And you are on your second 6-year term.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Okay, here's the question. I know you've been here 3-4 times. This may be your fourth.
Dreimal nach Arlington.
It's the third time.
Third
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
okay. What impresses you about Arlington? What do you like and remember about Arlington when you go back?
Ich mag besonders die Leute, mit denen wir hier zu tun haben. Wir haben jetzt schon sehr viele kennengelernt und würden natürlich die Beziehungen zueinander gerne vertiefen. Und deswegen habe ich gerne eine Reisegruppe
Ein Moment
mitgebracht.
bitte.
Yes.
He especially loves the people and the relationships that he's nurtured here, and just visiting and meeting new acquaintances while he's here.
Okay. Why is the sister city relationship important to Bad Königshofen?
Wir leben in einer globalen Welt.
We live in a global world.
Yes.
Und es ist ganz wichtig, natürlich Partnerschaften auch in andere Länder zu haben.
And it's very important in this global economy and global world to have this sister city, this partnership relationship.
Und auch den eigenen Horizont zu erweitern, der ja eigentlich mehr auf die eigene Heimat auch gerichtet ist.
And to be able to go over to different places and learn a different homeland, and to transpose both of those together and make it as into one.
Okay, excellent. Tell us a bit about Bad Königshofen. What would we see there?
Bad Königshofen ist eine Kleinstadt.
Entschuldigung, Sie können auch Englisch, wenn Sie das gerne.
Yes.
Ich finde die Worte besser
Okay,
in Deutsch, da bin
okay.
ich sicherer.
Keine Sorge.
Vielen Dank.
It's better if he speaks in German than with.
That's fine.
Yeah,
That's fine. I'm trying to learn German from listening.
Good, good.
And you translate.
Yes. Bad Königshofen ist eine kleine Stadt im Norden von Bavaria.
Northern city of Bavaria.
Right.
Small northern city in Bavaria.
6,500 people, I understand.
Live
Okay.
in,
Yes,
in the city. And wir haben nur 10 Kilometer zur ehemaligen deutsch-deutschen Grenze.
And only 10 kilometers from the old German east-west border.
Oh.
Und wir hatten die Welt war für uns eigentlich da zu Ende in dieser Zeit bis 1989 und wir sind also sehr froh, wie die Entwicklung gekommen ist für Deutschland insgesamt.
Yeah, and with the end of the war, with the wall coming down, and it's just made a total difference in the area.
Yes.
Und ich weiß genau auch, von was ich spreche. Ich war als ersten Beruf, war ich als Customer an der Grenze beschäftigt.
Okay.
And so now with more people coming over, they're the first spot, on the other side, as they pass through.
Excellent. Tell us how you feel about being in our parade.
Es ist eine sehr große Ehre, überhaupt eingeladen zu sein zu der Parade am 4. Juli. Und natürlich noch eine besondere Ehre für mich und meine Familie und die ganze Delegation eben an der Parade teilnehmen zu dürfen.
Yes, he's very excited about not only himself and his family, his wife and daughter also here as part
Sabina?
Sabina,
Yes.
yeah, and Annabelle.
Annabelle, your daughter?
Yes.
Okay, excellent, excellent. Well, we are very proud to have you in our parade. This is, of course, the 241st anniversary for the U.S., but you have had last year an even bigger anniversary in your city, and it was how many years?
275 years.
1,270. You have steps on your buildings that are older than the U.S. That's marvelous. What a wonderful historic city. And we're so pleased that we have this relationship. We're so happy that you're able to be here and be our Grand Marshal, and particularly that you have a delegation here with you. And we're going to give you a big, warm Texas welcome today, because we all know you always give us a big welcome when we come to Bad Königshofen.
Yes.
All right.
I would like to invite all the citizens of Arlington to come to Bad Königshofen. We would give you a warm delegation too.
And we know you have with everyone who's come there, and you mean it. So just expect 400,000 of us on your doorstep. Now that you've invited us, we will be there.
Please step by step.
Okay, we'll try to split it up. Okay, call us and we will decide who goes first. I'm first.
And
Bruce?
it's so amazing that when guests come over from Arlington, they would they have one in their possession, they will fly the City of Arlington flag as long as they have guests from Arlington to visit. So it's amazing how they...
Absolutely. Well, Bürgermeister Helbling, thank you for being with us. Bruce, thank you for helping out with my German. Dankeschön. Yes. And we want to invite everybody that's watching today, when International Grand Marshal Helbling comes by, give him that big Texas welcome. But listen to your announcers along the route and learn to say the name of our sister city, because it's played a very important role in Arlington's history as we have in theirs. So, thank you, gentlemen, for being with us today.
Our other Grand Marshal is a former Martin Warrior, a former Texas A&M Aggie, and the #1 draft pick by the Cleveland Browns, Myles Garrett. Who told you, and what was the reaction about being chosen as one of the Grand Marshals?
Really, my mother told me that I had the opportunity, and something I really couldn't turn down, because it's my home doing this for me, and many influential figures have done it before me, so it's just an honor.
Have you heard from a lot of family, friends, teammates that may be in attendance July 4th?
I've heard from a lot of family and some friends who'd like to come, and former teammates from high school that just wanted to show up and show some support.
When someone mentions Arlington, Texas, having grown up here, what do you think about when they mention Arlington and you may be on the road or somewhere else? What do you think about?
Football. I mean, that's what you think of when you think of Texas, and it doesn't get better, here. It's a lot of athletes, a lot of great athletes come out of this area, but not many bad football players come out of here. I mean, it got great competition every year.
As you travel the country, is there any doubt that this state has the best facilities, the best coaches, booster clubs, everything that goes with being successful in football?
There's nowhere better. I mean, they love funding football. I mean, this is what we're known for in the South, and definitely in Texas. Just playing football at a high level, and they push everything into it, and the crowds come and support us.
Myles, your dad Lawrence is going to be with you in the parade. Do you have a special wave? Do you have a Martin wave? Do you have a Giganagi wave? Or have you thought about a special wave to the crowd?
I haven't thought about it yet, but I'm probably going to see what he's going to do and bounce my ideas off of him.
Yeah. Looking back, Myles, how did Coach Wager and Martin prepare you for college life at A&M and all that went with being a senior when you left Martin?
Just make sure I had a strong work ethic by the time I left, and know that I'm going to walk into a tough situation. So they wanted to make it tougher here than it was going to be when I got to college, and they prepared me well for that.
We were talking before we started this about the great Jim Brown calling you on draft day. Have you had a chance to see him since, and the total reaction that day?
I've seen him a couple of times since then. I mean, we sat and had dinner. We've talked, here and there, but I mean, he's greatness personified, really. Football greatness personified, in one man. He's done it all. Whether it's holding rushing records or winning championship, he's done everything. And so he's just somebody I can have in my ear, whenever I need it, and just have some great advice.
Other than yourself, the Browns had a pretty decent draft. You excited about the season ahead?
Definitely. I mean, we're starting 0-0. What happened last year is behind us, and so we got a new year to put what we want to have there on film.
There's life in high school, there's life in college, and now on the professional ranks. How have things changed?
I mean, school. I mean, no longer having school, I can now divvy up my time a different way, just make sure that I don't waste any of my time. Get out and actually keep on working, and I'm always doing something that's making me better, grow as a person, or grow as a football player, grow as a man.
Talk about one particular game at Martin that stands out, maybe one particular game at Texas A&M that you always remember.
Texas A&M would probably be either last year's Arkansas game or Tennessee, where we went to double overtime. That would always stick out. And then high school, there was when South Grand Prairie, when Coach Sumner flew over with the helicopter, and then probably Weatherford, where I think I ended up with 8.5 sacks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You had a little bit of a setback with your ankle. How is that progressing, and what's your time frame?
I'm feeling great. I mean, I'll be in training camp just like everybody else, and they won't be holding me back any. I'll be going just like everybody else is and trying to win over a spot.
Is there a other draftee that you became close with already, or some teammates that have welcomed you that you're kind of close to now?
I mean, I haven't tried to go to anybody specifically, except for really my defensive line group. But really, I'm just trying to meet everybody and get to know them personally. And I don't want to be selective with it. They're all my teammates, and we can all be together for a really long time. So don't want to be too specific with it.
Enjoyed watching you at Martin, enjoyed watching you at Texas A&M, and I'll enjoy following you as a Cleveland Brown.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Myles, appreciate the honor, and again, congratulations on one of the Grand Marshals.
Appreciate it.
And we are underway with Angie Woolsey, John Nelson here at the corner of South Pecan and Abram Street, the 2017 4th of July parade. And again, this year's theme, 4th of July, Texas style. We've had the Arlington Police motorcycles, the Arlington Police Color Guard, and here is the parade banner, and boy, things couldn't be better. What a beautiful morning.
Blessed morning. Could not ask for anything better.
Our first of 6 cheerleading squads and band, the Sam Houston High School cheerleaders, the Texans, and the Sam Houston Texan Marching Band. There's the long, tall Texan. I believe they've been here for every parade. The 52nd annual 4th of July parade.
They are revved up and ready to go this morning.
What little cloud cover we had has dissipated. Bright sunshine, temperature right now in the mid-80s, expected to be in the mid-90s before the afternoon is over. The Alumni Association, the 20-foot by 30-foot Texan flag. And let's listen to the 2017 Sam Houston Texan Marching Band. Well, I guess it's more or less a drum line.
Sounds like it this morning. That's kind of my favorite part of the band.
Kind of gets the old heart pumping. Sam Houston will begin its football season September 1st at Wildman against North Mesquite.
It's coming up so fast. I can't believe it's almost football season again.
Before you know it, it will be late August, early September. This year's parade has 130 organizations, businesses, and more have entered to participate. Some organizations, well, they build their own floats, others designed by professionals. Since 1965, the oldest and longest continuing event in the city's history. The Sam Houston Alumni Association, they've handed out more than $50,000 in scholarships to Sam students along the way. And one of our two Grand Marshals, Angie, here is a nice young man, Myles Garrett, now of the Cleveland Browns.
Myles Garrett is a Martin High School graduate who went on to become not only an All-American defensive end at Texas A&M, but also the very first player from an Arlington High School to be picked as the #1 player in the National Football League draft. That is awesome.
His dad, Lawrence, in the car. And right behind him, Mayor Jeff Williams. His wife, Karen, his son, Ryan, is driving. And our first award, our Mayor's Award.
This is one of the most coveted awards in the July 4th parade.
It's for a non-commercial entry that best depicts the theme. Chosen before the parade in the lineup area about 7 o'clock this morning. Tarrant County College District. Celebrating the 4th with a big Texas-style barbecue celebration. The Tarrant County College Southeast entry is our Mayor's Award winner for 2017.
And next up, it looks like we've got the City Council represented here today. They've got their spouses and children there with us today.
Entry number 13, there's Tarrant County College. They will stop in front of City Hall and be presented with a Mayor's Award trophy. Arlington City Council, Catherine Weilman and Charlie Parker and others. Roxanne Thalman, the newest elected city council member.
We've got our sister cities of Arlington. We spoke a little bit about this earlier on in the program, and so glad that we could have his wife joining us, and such a beautiful relationship that we're forming there.
Oh, they are moving very rapidly here at the beginning. The Arlington CVB Club. Arlington Fire Department. Fire Chief Don Carlson.
They are bringing Christmas in early.
Yeah, Texas Chris Kendall. They're moving so fast I can hardly see them.
I know.
That's a popular event. Mid-November through late December.
Arlington Fire Department rolling by. Special thanks for all of their service. I think they've got the fire chief on there today.
Entry number 18, the COP, Citizens on Patrol. You saw the last of the Chris Kendall Market entry. You're looking west on Abram Street. Again, we're at the corner of South Pecan and Abram. Just a few feet away from City Hall. Arlington's newest library, well, the Central Library, will be completed around 2018.
And we've got the Friends of Arlington and Family Animal Services rolling by. They are committed to keeping homeless pets in Arlington safe through promoting adoptions, marketing, encouraging volunteerism, supporting rescues, and decreasing birth rates. Its mission is to help increase live release rate. Love to hear that. Saved several thousand feral cats since 2013. Helped countless other animals find their forever home.
That's the Friends of Arlington Animal Services.
American Red Cross rolling by, have a passion for serving the community every day, responds to disasters on a daily basis, serves members of the armed forces and their families.
Red Cross volunteers have responded to more than 40 home fires and served nearly 300 individuals affected by disasters. Entry number 22, Congressman Joe Barton, looking sporty in a convertible, nice Chevy Camaro. Congressman is one of the most senior members of Congress, also coaches the Republican team in the annual congressional baseball game, and by his own admission is very lucky to be here. He has represented the 6th District of Texas for over 30 years. A proud Aggie with a degree in industrial engineering. There's Chris Turner.
And we've got the State Representative Tony Tinderholt, the GOP State Representative, here with his wife Bethany. They are brand new parents.
Yeah, they are. Had a nice visit with Mayor Williams this morning, updating me on all the completion dates of the 101 Center Place. State Representative Bill Zedler and Tarrant County, the current elected county officials. Commissioner Andy Wynn, Justice of the Peace Matt Hayes, Constable Clint Burgess, and County Commissioner Judge Glenn Whitley.
Got the Arlington Independent School District rolling by us, looking great.
You know them.
I know them. They were also very nice this year in allowing the floats to come and be prepared on a couple of their sites, and so that they had a nice place to work on those. Special thanks to them.
Dr. Aaron Reich, John Hibbs, Kristen Hudson, Dr. Marcelo Cavazos.
And the Candlelight Inn rolling by us. Some great Tex-Mex. Has a little bit of everything, actually.
Pantego Bay, located on West Park Row.
Star Telegram with Lauren Gustus, new executive director. Sandy Baker, senior staff writer. Max Baker. Bud Kennedy is their senior columnist. Faye Reeder, community marketing director. And Ralph Nichols.
Ralph Nichols is the director of advertising. It's only appropriate that an advertiser would drive the car.
And one of our gold sponsors for this parade, the Welcome Table, where all are welcome.
They're a gold sponsor.
They are. On and around the float, you will see Big Tex, a Texas-sized armadillo, Uncle Sam, Texas grandmas, and members of the church, both young and old.
UT Arlington, count them. They have a couple floats in this year's parade. The Spirit Team opened its doors just a few blocks from here 125 years ago, 1892. And I believe the president is here, Vistop Kabari of UTA.
They are looking very spirited this morning.
The Mavericks.
Looks like coming up we have Automax, also a gold sponsor for our parade. Thanking them so much for their sponsorship. This is the way, to do it. Doors open. It's kind of like a Jeep, but much fancier.
Al fresco. That's a Lamborghini.
I know.
I'd open the doors too and show it off.
Yeah.
And a Ferrari right behind that one. I think he just kind of snuck in, or she just kind of snuck in.
She might have.
Not to be outdone.
No.
Italy's finest
Revving those engines.
race car. Knights of Columbus, 4th degree Knights in full regalia, carrying the U.S., Texas, and Papal colors, followed by 3rd degree members carrying the large U.S. Garrison flag. Knights have been in every Arlington parade since 1965. Their charitable works exceed over $100 million in donations and 75 million volunteer hours in the last fraternal year. The Knights of Columbus.
They are carrying a beautiful flag behind them. Coming up next, we've got General Walton H. Walker, Korean War Veterans Chapter. That is a 1953 U.S. Army Willis Jeep. In Chapter 215 members in chapter uniform. Riding with the team are the Fort Worth Korean Women's Association in their traditional Korean attire.
By the way, we do want to mention the major sponsors: the City of Arlington, the Fort Worth Star-Telegram, the University of Texas at Arlington, the AISD, UTA, and channels Fox 4 and My 27. The gold sponsors: Candlelight Inn, the Welcome Table, A.E. Pesci, Property Incorporated, and Automax. And just a reminder that freedom is not free, depicted on the side of the Korean War Veterans Chapter float. And there's the big Rockin' M, our second of 6 bands, the Martin High School cheerleaders, the Sun Dancers, Senior Captain Kiara Taylor, First Lieutenant Faith Miller, Isn't life better with music and fireworks?
Oh, definitely. I like how they're getting everybody fired up this morning.
Martin begins the season September 1st at Dallas Skyline. The Martin Warriors in a second place tie in the district last year, District 4 6A. And very shortly you'll hear the Warrior Band. You can see them just about 100 feet from here. Brad McCann is the director of bands.
We also want to thank the mayor of Arlington, Jeff Williams, the city manager, Trey Yelverton, city staff, Arlington Police, Fire, Parks, Water Department, and Public Information for all of their help in doing this. And this parade is staged and funded completely by volunteers of Arlington.
And as soon as this is over, they'll begin work on next year's parade.
Oh, yeah.
There's some Martin Sun Dancers. By the way, they have a new director, Ashley Gaither. No, it's Adriana Wood. The team wishes Ashley Gaither all the best as a counselor. So she has moved on, and Adriana Wood in her first event as the Sun Dancers director.
I know they are sad to see her go. Excited for her to move into a new position, but I know they're sad to see her go.
Well, isn't the school district and where you are at Duff Elementary constantly changing principals,
Yeah.
and there's a staff turnover every
Yeah.
year, so it's not uncommon.
Yeah, our principals have stayed the same at Duff, but we definitely, everybody's always kind of shifting into new positions. It's part of growth.
Angie, the art teacher at Duff Elementary, the Duff Mustangs, give them a shout out.
Woohoo! I've already seen a couple students this morning.
No doubt you have. Well, here's a Martin High School Warrior Band. Usually the bands that are at the end of the parade lineup move up towards the front the following year.
Yes.
So I guess that probably means that Martin may be first next year and Sam Houston maybe reverses roles.
Probably. Also, thanks to the parade judges, all of our out-of-town judges, we appreciate you so much. Parade marshals, you'll see them running around here in some golf carts, and we've got the Arlington Amateur Radio Club members.
And these judges, some of them aren't even from the city. I believe there's one from Houston, there's one from Waxahachie. They come from all over.
And we've got the Arlington Police Mounted Unit. They are committed to bringing back the spirit of the West in Arlington in a good way. The horses are Buddy, Whiskers, Opie, Mikey, Big Boy, and Kahuna. They are partnering up with Grand Prairie's Mounted Unit as well. My heroes are those within our community who risk their lives every day to protect us.
Turn back the clock over 100 years ago, and that's how they maneuvered Abram Street. It was then just a small, narrow dirt path. They're going to catch up with the band here in a few seconds. They are
They're
almost in a trot.
very spirited. And the horses even have decorations.
Oh, yeah. You got saddles with stars and stripes, bridles that are lined in red, white, and blue.
I like the sparklers.
You couldn't depict a 4th of July Texas style more appropriately. Look at this horse, has the stars and stripes on the
Yeah.
back hip.
Nice.
His rear end in red, white, and blue.
Has patriotic pants on.
As we said, there were about 130 entries this year. You got the 2x2 riding club and horsing around. Horsing around in Texas.
Also,
And
I
we-
believe also
yeah.
have the GM and UAW riding team from General Motors and United Auto Workers riding team. They've been participating with us for the last 28 years.
Horsing around, member Michelle Flores recently passed away, and her horse Penny is riderless. Her helmet and flowers displayed in her honor. Her husband Danny is also in the club. This was established in 2014. Horsing around in Texas Riding Club.
We've got the Springtown Spurs Riding Club. They are a family-oriented riding group. They enjoy all aspects of horseback riding. Well, what's not to enjoy?
Especially on a day like today.
Yes. President Tina Rebel. VP Jennifer DePolka. Secretary Shelley Moore. Princess Bryce Hancock.
Well, here's the most practical parade participant, the most valuable player, the Arlington Street Sweeper.
Definitely. Very important. Although I will say, they kept things very clean.
Oh, yeah, that's very pristine. And just to make sure. Okay, this has become a big deal in Mansfield every year.
Yes, is the Mansfield Pickle Queens. They reign over the world's only St. Patty's Pickle Parade and Palooza in Mansfield. the pickle capital of Texas and the home of the best made pickles. They are audacious, well-pickled women that love their children and their community.
Green and gold are their colors.
They, along with their pickled protectors and pickle posse, invite you to the world's only St. Patty's Pickle Parade in Palooza in March. It's a great event for people who love music.
Miss Alamo State Miss Plus America delegate Travilla Hodge is Miss Alamo State and a Miss Plus America delegate.
She's got that pageant wave down. And the Arlington Grandmothers Club do the nicest things. They are a nonprofit that raises money to support research that focuses on causes, treatment, and cure of childhood diseases. In the car, you've got President Grace Turbick, Tarana Snell, Dale Bergerjohn, Janice Rogers, Madeline Fontanelli.
Arlington Grandmothers Club Charter 1035, Al Pugh and Company, CPA. 2 Corvettes. The second is a 26-foot PU truck trailer. And then you'll see a vintage Ford pickup truck. CPA firm has been in Dallas-Fort Worth for more than 20 years. Al Pugh and Company, CPA.
And the North Texas Mustang Club is rolling up next. Their mission is to promote restoration, preservation, enjoyment of the Mustang and their collectible Ford Company vehicles, and to bring together Mustang and Ford enthusiasts to share in the enjoyment of the FOMO.
Ford Motor Company.
Yeah. Club also sponsors the 28th Yellow Rose All Ford Classic Car Show that's coming up next weekend.
Now, there's not much restoration you can do on a 2017 Mustang.
No.
Or a 2015, that's that model.
That one's looking nice and ready
Yeah,
to
it
roll.
is. The North Texas Mustang Club and the Arlington Board of Realtors, led by Chairman Bobby Johnson. They have been serving Arlington and the surrounding communities for more than 60 years. A big part of the board and a huge supporter to promoting education. The Arlington Board of Realtors had a little bit of a hold-up as they take a right on Center Street just past City Hall.
Arlington Board of Realtors is also reinvesting in the communities with homeowner improvements of 51 homes and always looking for more. It's a great way to keep our communities looking great. Also wanted to let you guys know that the parade is being aired live this morning on City of Arlington's My Arlington TV and on Time Warner Cable, Channel 16, AT&T Uverse, Channel 99, and live streaming on the internet at arlingtontex.gov. School District will also be replaying the parade on the Time Warner Channel 98 and AT&T Uverse Channel 99.
The Arlington Blue Devils, established in 1975. Got the players and cheerleaders aboard the trailer. They provide football and cheerleading and promote really a good comprehensive program that promotes a healthy attitude towards football and cheerleading. They go hand in hand. And starting at the youngest level.
I've seen a little bit of dapping this morning.
Have you a little bit?
Yeah, just a couple. I thought I would actually see more, but
The Blue Devils would really give anything for a day like today to begin their workouts.
definitely. And Advocates for Special People. It is a red 12-passenger Advocates for Special People van that is driven by Executive Director Steve Brooks. It's pulling a 20-passenger parade wagon, followed by 2 classic convertible Mustangs. One of those Mustangs is being driven by Michelle Grothaus, a classic family insurance agency. I am liking that black and gold.
That is a unique color combination.
Yeah, I've not ever seen that before. That's pretty tight looking.
It's a Shelby GT is what it is.
Yeah.
Zumba International, led by Leticia Garcia. They support Zumba music, involves dance and aerobics, performed with a, I'm told, an energetic South American flair.
Yes, this is one of my favorites. It always gets me going. They incorporate hip hop, soca, samba, salsa, merengue, and mambo.
So you're an early riser where you would do that, or would
Yes.
you have to
Yes,
wait a while?
I love it. Cooker's Barbecue coming up next. One of my favorites, which is why I have to do the Zumba. Nothing says Texas style to me more than some barbecue.
You know, barbecue places come and go, but for my money, Coker's still has the best ribs and the best sliced beef sandwiches in town.
Definitely.
They're consistent and always good.
We have Metroplex Atheists rolling along here. Full of waves this morning. And here comes one of my favorites.
From curb to curb, the famous wheeling Elvi. Many motorcycle riders. You know, I didn't know this, but due to the physical strain and, yeah, the mental strain, the rider must wear this white jumpsuit no more than a couple of years. So after 2 years, you have a new king.
I'm glad they're staying on top of that, keeping everybody's mental health well and well-being.
Souped up 40-year-old Honda.
They are small but mighty in the entertaining.
That's a key consideration. They must be small and fast, and they must be able to tilt the hair in the right direction.
They've all got it down pretty good this morning.
So, again, in 2 years, you'll have new wheeling Elvi.
Yes.
Turnover rate.
There's even some different variations on the hair. There's a mohawk, there's red and white and blue painted in the hair. The U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary Flotilla 51. There are 3 vehicles here. Command Center, a picking up and pulling a 24 USCGA vessel, and a pickup pulling a jet ski. Accompanied by members of the flotilla and Sea Scout 626. They are uniformed auxiliary component of the United States Coast Guard. Except roles that require direct law enforcement or military engagement. We thank them for their service.
They're on dry dock, and the dry dock is in the middle of Abrams Street. Very nice display by the U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary Flotilla 51. Yeah, we're about halfway through this year's parade. Again, the theme, 4th of July, Texas style. Here is the Sikh community. They're here to raise the awareness of their religion, which is the 5th largest organized religion in the world and over 20 million followers. And it's noted that more than 80,000 Sikhs died in both world wars. They've been in the U.S. for almost 120 years. United Nations Representative Nikki Haley and former U.S. Attorney Preet Bharara were born to Sikh parents. Didn't know that.
I did not either. And we've got Texas Appliance rolling up here next. What's more Texas than a backyard barbecue? Texas Appliance knows. They have been in town since 1973.
Sikh community still making their way. the 5th largest organized religion in the world. There's a little bit of history on the side of their trailer. Veterans in World Wars I and II. This parade in Arlington is the largest in the state and the 4th largest in the country.
Happy fun!
And a good morning and a happy 4th of July to the Sikhs. And again, the 241st birthday of our country. I'm sure they sold a lot of barbecue grills over the last couple of weeks.
I'm sure they have.
Texas Appliance. And again, the floats must be 75% decorated, and this entry is about 90% decorated. Got
And
a
they have
little
one
frame house.
Yeah, they have one of those new egg smokers. Have you heard about those?
The big green egg
Yeah,
right in front. And it's cooking something.
it is. Some beautiful music.
Lost all them buckles and old faded Levi's.
The Perrine family, longtime parade entrant, 1927 Chevrolet. And the Perrines, fixture for many, many years, taking their family on a warm summer ride.
And the Southeast Arlington Little League is rolling up next. Play ball is the motto of their float this year. They took a little time out from their America's Pastime to come and join us this morning.
I like their home plate. There's no place like home. Big wooden home plate on the side of the truck.
Kim Trahan is the league event coordinator. Got lots of beautiful smiles on the back of that truck.
All right, here's Lamar. The Lamar High School cheerleaders and Ford Corporation, the Bike Queens. They'll have a little help from the band right behind them. The Pride of Lamar, representing the city of Arlington and Lamar for 46 years. Their instrumental music department organizations have won Best in Class at festivals in 9 states. Drum majors are Brooke Fitzgerald, Chappelle Johnson, and Chloe Howard. Band directors Alan Lang, Matt Bibb, and Jared Carlton. And I'm reminded that Laban DeLay and the Vikes begin their season September 1st on campus at Cravens Field against Fossil Ridge. I'm told in April they recorded a CD in Nashville. They have 3 concert bands at Lamar, 2 jazz bands, percussion ensemble, color guard, and 2 winter guards. Here's Lamar. You got band supporters and boosters with a spray mist bottle.
Keeping them well hydrated. I can't believe how we have lucked out with this weather.
Now just brilliant sunshine. Boy, last year you had parade watchers wrapped in blankets. The water was over the curb at 8 o'clock. It was delayed by about an hour last year. It has never been rained out. The 4th of July parade has never been canceled because of rain. It's been delayed, but never canceled.
Yes, Mother Nature was doing a little fireworks show of her own last night around 2:30. I was like, oh no.
And Kevin Donovan was the parade president, was thankful that that ended quickly.
Larry Beaver, attorney at law. America is a Great Melting Pot, sponsored by an attorney, Larry Beaver. The participants are Juanita Beaver, a naturalized United States citizen from Mexico. Their two sons, Lars and Gabriel, who attend schools in the Arlington Independent School District.
Happy 4th. Good morning. Oh, there's some vintage. This is what I want to see. A 66 yellow Mustang, the Cunningham family. Laura Cunningham also in the car. They've been in the parade 9 years. A 289 4-speed. A 64. Kind of a half year is what they call the Mustangs in 64. A half year. Came out midway in the
And we were getting,
calendar.
Yeah. The Arlington Conservation Council coming by. They are celebrating the 4th in Texas style, and they are spotlighting Texas's wonderful wildflowers and native creatures, big and small. Their float is constructed with entirely reclaimed and repurposed materials, even roadside clutter. Some recycled art rolling there.
Here's the city of Dalworthington Gardens. Police Chief Aaron Osmus. City Administrator Wade Calhoun, the city of Dalworthington Gardens. And the citizens on parole at DWG.
And 1966 Ford truck with a logo pulling a logo doghouse.
Somewhere, if I see it.
It's Dawn Lawyer team.
Yeah, there's the doghouse in the back, the bed. Texas Health Arlington Memorial Hospital. There they are. Been serving the health needs in this city for more than a half a century. Now that is red, white, and tons of blue. That's got to win some kind of award. In addition to the Mayor's Award.
Prairie skies, the wide and high, deep in the heart of Texas.
There's a grand prize trophy and a director's award. That's got to win something.
Yeah. The Fire Group rolling by us, they are of Keller Williams, is a family-oriented, faith-based real estate group. FIRE stands for Faith-Inspired Real Estate. It's an honest and professional real estate team committed to keeping you informed of exactly what you need to know to successfully navigate the real estate industry.
Here's John Wade Roofing, John Wade Sr. and John Wade Jr. and their families riding in the company trucks. In the lead truck, John Wade Sr. and wife Teresa with Taylor, Wade, Fratina, and Al Fratina. Then they'll have a Blue Gill Hill Band. There they are. And then John Wade Jr. with wife Andrea, also William Aaron and Samuel Wade.
Shelton's Water. Mobile showroom with their trailer attached, decked out in red, white, and blue Texas style. I'm really enjoying the Texas style theme this year.
Yeah, you couldn't have picked a more appropriate theme to display the symbols and all that go with the Lone Star State. BSA Cross Timbers District, the Boy Scouts of America. They show off their 27 flags, starting with 13 stars. and the current 50-star flag. Cub Scouts on bicycles and a few walkers well represented. BSA Cross Timbers District. Any kind of decoration and ribbons that they could think of are on their bikes.
Yes. Mike Fairchild is driving a 1946 Jeep with the American Eagle leading the way. Plus Uncle Sam is manning the 50 caliber Browning machine gun. They brought out the big guns for the parade.
50 caliber, yeah, that's as big as you can get. Babe's Chicken and Dinner House. Where's their coach? Usually you see that yellow GMC coach, the double-decker bus in front of Babe's, but I don't see it.
I don't either. Maybe they had some car problems.
Well, they had a little bit of a mishap a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe it's better served just where it is.
Maybe. The Arlington Mansfield Area YMCA. Friendly programs for children's ages 3 through 14, encouraging and preserving the family dynamic with their dads through events like camping, family events, and camp camaraderie. When's the last time you took your kids camping? I can't tell you when the last time I went camping was. We were kind of more of an air-conditioned hotel type of family.
Probably, decades ago, to be on the safe side.
Yes.
I watched a lot of camping shows, I'll put it as if you were there.
Right.
Christ Embassy Arlington, aka Believers Love World Incorporated. I believe this is their first year in the parade. Their entry depicts the nations of the world and the heart symbol representing love and unity. And their aim to take God's word worldwide. Christ Embassy Arlington, a first-time entry.
They are having fun with it. And Juan Seguin cheerleaders are headed up here next. They are led by head coach Sadie Gomez with assistance from Jennifer McCoy. Captains include Sophia Muniz, Tristan Martinez, and Destiny Delaney.
That's the Starline dance team, 54 dancers.
They are proficient in jazz, contemporary hip hop, and novelty. We have 54 dancers and a manager, directed by Shaq Moten, led by Captain Monica Gutierrez. Last year, they won the Medium Team Circle of Championships at Showtime International.
Seguin has a new football coach, Joe Gordon. There's the band, the Cougar Band.
Color guard riding through there.
Still kind of hard to believe that that's the newest high school in Arlington. It's now 13, 14 years old now. Cougar Pride here on the 4th. They'll kick it off September 1st. at West Mesquite next time that band will perform. Here's the SPJST Youth Club, chartered in the late 1800s. It was formed by the Czech immigrants who came to the U.S., wanted an environment to socialize and enjoy their newfound freedom. The Arlington Lodge 183, located on Pleasant Valley Lane off Cooper and Mayfield. Headquartered in Temple, the SPJST.
Arlington Today magazine is a monthly publication. It is all about Arlington. Riding in an 87-year-old Model A, its CEO and former mayor, Richard Green, with his family, followed by an 87-day-old Mercedes.
87 day.
Yes.
Okay, so that was sold April.
Yeah.
Well, Mayor Green, it wasn't too many years ago where he would hand out the Mayor's Award here
Yes.
on the 4th. First Christian Church, Arlington. They have a Harvesting Hope community garden where they raise food for the needy. And they're in some vintage sports cars as well. A Corvette from the early 70s.
The number 88 of Slowpoke's DFW Cruiser Club. Coming up behind them.
We got a classic VW bus.
You always know it's getting close to July 4th when you see like an influx of antique cars driving around
Right.
Arlington. Everybody's getting them shined up and polished and looking all nice.
No question. Well, they're anything but slow spokes. They're keeping up with every parade entry.
This club is for cyclists of all ages. They love to share stories and passions and interests in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and beyond.
Now here's everybody helping out with these pedal pushers. It works better when everybody participates.
I think they might have been doing a practice run down my street the other day.
St. Maria Goretti Catholic School, youngest disciples in their entries. Today they say they're walking to celebrate America's independence and how blessed they are to be a part of this great country.
We are so blessed.
Okay, Angie, you have barbecue, you have a big day on the 4th, and I guess you're ready for a nap after this or
I was just fixing to say
early tonight, and we'll see our next entry, and they sold a lot of bedroom fixtures, I'm sure.
Yes, the bedroom shop in a 1928 Model A Ford pickup and a 1965 Ford Ecoline pickup. They've been a long time participant in the parade. Been selling mattresses and related bedding in our Metroplex since 1966.
Udell Bell, the company founder. DFW Airport Department of Public Safety in a big Oshkosh Striker 4500 rescue vehicle. Many of these personnel are active in the military reserves and have deployed recently to Iraq and Afghanistan.
We thank them for their service.
DFW Airport Department of Public Safety. Now this would form a pretty good blockade.
Definitely.
Got Uncle Sam, you have the hat, the boots and spurs. All
In
right.
Universal Training and Sports, kids from AISD partner with the AISD Universal Training and Sports Mentoring Program. love to hear about those mentoring programs. So important with our kids.
And the school district has 2 new facilities. They'll open very shortly. A fine arts facility and a sports complex within the year.
That includes an Oshkosh Stryker 4500 aircraft firefighter.
Here's the Arlington Masonic Lodge. Nicely decorated truck and trailer. The lodge members riding and walking. The Masons have been a part of Arlington for, I know, more than 100 years. Got a big red, white, and blue umbrella.
Picnic table.
Big American flags. And they're ready to eat.
Looks like it.
So is he.
I'm getting a little hungry.
Well, this is a pretty good looking float. I like this.
I do too.
I'll take the mustard, please.
They've got condiments and they are ready to roll. And the town of Pantego Police and Fire are coming up next.
Big rescue truck.
Keeping us all safe.
The Lone Star Region VCCA. 8 vintage Chevys with Elmer Anderson as the entry marshal. Glenn Rogers is the director. It began back in 1961. The Lone Star Region started in 71. It's a turquoise 57, a 56. Big muscle cars for its time back in 57.
Beautiful colors. I saw some last minute shining up before I got here this morning.
Well, you need sunglasses. That's a Chevelle. Oh, it's a Malibu. That is a Malibu, mid-60s.
I'm loving the decorations.
Then a mid-50s right there. The late Mayor Tom Vandergrift could have very well ridden in that car.
And the Ahmadiyya Muslim community, thousands of Muslims make their homes, businesses, and synagogues in Arlington as partners in a culturally diverse and thriving community. They've got hats on. They've got the right idea.
Yeah, that's nice. And right behind them is entry number 99. We hear you. Dean Berube, State Farm Insurance. 1967 Ford F800 fire truck. Dean is Arlington born and raised.
And rolling on to entry 100, Optimist Club of Arlington. They are following the theme this year. Red, white, and blue has many iconic Texas symbols celebrating our nation's independence.
Nice looking t-shirts. The Texas and the Lone Star state emblem.
Wow, that flag is beautiful.
That's got to win an award also.
Yeah.
And they took a lot. That's a big project there.
Yeah.
All right, here come the Colts, the Arlington High School cheerleaders. Combination of spirit, dance, and gymnastic routines. That's our 5th band or 4th? This is, well, we've got Bowie and, well, this is the 5th, I believe, yeah. Colt Kickers and Drill Team.
Yeah.
Grand champion Colt Kickers, established in 1969. Little Arlie, right there.
I see some familiar faces in there.
Well, our camera operator is a student at Arlington High, so she may know some of these fella Colts.
Colt kickers looking good this morning.
Band director Michael Haney, the Colt Marching Band, 250 members. Let's listen to them. Was handed a note that they recently competed in New York City and were named grand champions. And by the way, the band members are dedicating this parade appearance to Juan Seguin High School director Mike Davis, who passed away unexpectedly last month. Band members wearing blue ribbons in support of the Seguin Band.
It's very touching. Rivals coming together to show support.
Colts kick it off September 1st against South Grand Prairie at UTA's Maverick Stadium. Arlington High School alumni. Formed in 1996. There's the Colt drum line, and there's the Alumni Association entry. They awarded 5 recent scholarships and have given more than $100,000 to students and staff at Arlington High School. Debbie Erickson is the alumni president of the board members and distinguished Colt guests and friends.
They've got the right idea with that shade this morning.
Well, they just keep coming. There's
They do.
some vintage Fords sandwiched in between the alumni band.
Smaller in numbers, but sounding great.
There they are. Formed 15 years ago. Classes of 1957 to 2016. Okay, what do you have next here?
The Patricia Martinez Therapy Service float is rolling by. Has staff and therapists, music instructors, along with some of the kids that they work with. They love music.
And here's the Arlington Historical Society, a Model T and antique tractor. They maintain the Fielder House, Johnson Cemetery, and Knapp Heritage Park with its collection of historic cabins. There'll be an award ceremony later in the afternoon at Knapp Heritage Park. Little hot dog get-together.
I believe from noon until 3 today. And I actually passed one of these riding down Cooper on my way here today.
On the left or on the right?
Well, they were passing actually in front of me, but I was like, you don't see that every day, a tractor rolling by.
The Arlington Mustangs. This entry depicted of special need individuals ages 14 and older. They remind us that even the medals that their Special Olympians have earned and were made in America. The key people, Andy and Sandy White.
And the Dallas Wings women's NBA team are rolling by for us today. Home court is UTA's College Park Arena right here in Arlington. They are one of 12 professional teams in the Women's National Basketball Association.
It's basketball season for the Wings at UTA's College Park Center.
They play tomorrow night. They will take on the Atlanta Dream at 7.
Around Joy Hoop Shack Hoopsers.
They are hooping it up in style today.
They've been in the parade for 8 years. Spinning adult-sized hula hoops.
It's an armadillo up on top of that car.
With a Texas bandana
Yeah.
strapped to the top.
And Runt, the DFW Unicycle Club and We Ride Unicycles of North Texas, or Runt, is a loosely organized bunch dedicated to volunteerism and healthy fun. Started by a grandfather and grandson who have a passion for riding one wheel.
This is a pretty good vantage point, but if you come to future parades, any spot along Center Street, Mitchell, near UTA is a good spot. There's not a bad spot to see a parade here. This is just the so-called main drag where you have the awards in front of City Hall.
And founder Roy Brewer, he is back riding his unicycle for the first time since a stroke in 2014. His grandson joins him, Alex Richardson.
Dynamic Stars Dance Company. Amari Nickerson, Delaney Dubois. A small company, as they say, but with big talents. Their first year in the parade. You know, this is the tallest entry.
Jesse's Roofing Service. Welcome to parade sponsors of their services. That's owner Jesse and Wendy Espinoso and their family. This entry is named the Tiny Patriot. And the roof is bedecked with an American flag.
Upstairs and downstairs. And a back porch as well.
Yeah.
The Marshal Corvettes. These little small fiberglass shell resembling Corvettes. Been in hundreds of parades. Always a popular entry. The Marshalls always have a great time. In the process, the little plastic fantastics.
Ben Franklin Plumbing and Minuteman. We've got 2 trucks coming up here today. One for Benjamin Franklin Plumbing, and the other is for Minuteman Heating and Air Conditioning. They are ready year-round with these symbols.
Getting towards the end of this year's parade.
They're here.
Some of these entries have switched. We had some cancellations earlier this morning, but they are here. Fit for Mom Arlington Mansfield. They did make it. Fitness group for moms in all stages of life. There'll be some strollers with the kids. Those are expensive strollers.
They are. Some are 2-seaters.
And well shaded, well protected.
Yes.
Not a cloud in the sky.
Got some Model A Fords Coming up from 1928 to 1931, Todd Batiste. 5 million were produced. These have all been restored to their original condition. And they want more people to come and join them. So if you're interested, come talk to them.
That car is so smooth you can't even hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, no engine sound at all. Those are nice looking vintage Model A's. Got a rumble seat.
And I love that it's not so hot this year that we're having to worry about cars overheating.
Well, that's what they tell the participants. Make sure you have plenty of gas, air in the tires, fully inflated, some coolant just in case. No breakdowns. A successful parade already.
It looks like some classic cruisers coming up here next.
Yeah, I can't tell how far back they are. And again, some have switched spots.
I think this might be the Altrusa International Incorporated of Arlington. They were not sure if they were going to make it. Glad to see that they made it out today. It's a beautiful parade day.
A vintage Chevrolet panel truck.
Honoring all who have served.
That cab has every kind of battle scene.
It does.
Very nice. Texas flag and the U.S. flag. Parade winding down. We'll see and hear from the Bowie Volunteer High School Band and cheerleaders very shortly. Trying to read the license plate and the year of that automobile.
I like the Longhorns on the front.
It's from the 40s.
You know you're in Texas when.
See a yellow rose or any kind of a state emblem. Looks like they have a date to keep or somewhere to go.
Yeah.
The Chevy Malibu Super Sport and the Ulster Project right here. Now this is always kind of fun. You got the chairs and they have a routine with the folding chairs. You never know what's going to break out here.
I love it.
Their own band and drill team. Michelle Hennessy is the group president.
Moment in Time Tea Room is located in the heart of downtown Arlington on Main Street. They specialize in princess dress-up tea parties for little girls' birthdays. Also available for baby and bridal showers, though. It's a really neat place. Special princesses riding today are Avery Addison Hicks, Emery and Charlie Herndon, and Gabrielle Lowry and Sterling Johnson.
Okay, raise a glass, frozen or on the rocks. The Arlington Margarita Society. Saw this float getting in line early this morning. A huge, where's the straw? Where's this? Got a Christmas tree, a snowblower. Why not? Gift boxes, the Margarita Society members. collect toys and give to low-income kids throughout the year. The Margarita Ball's in mid-November this year.
Such a great cause. The Vernon Rivers and Natalie Bowles are each riding Honda Goldwing trikes, pulling trailers with a display of military vehicles and action figures.
Kappa Alpha Psi, college fraternity of undergraduate and alumni chapters. They have a Thanksgiving drive with baskets handed out to over 100 families.
Boys and Girls Club of Arlington. 2017 Miss Cinderella, Martin High School junior Carmen Regina. She was crowned Miss Cinderella on April 15th. Produced by the Ladies Auxiliary of the Boys and Girls Club of Arlington. The ball is the oldest continuing charitable and social event in Arlington. Raised more than $10 million for the youth agency.
And our final band and drill team, the Bowie Bells. Award-winning team noted for its fast-moving halftime performances. The spirit of the volunteers.
Hashtag positive Bowie. I like it.
The Vols kick it off August 31st at their home field, Wildman Field, against Flower Mound Marcus. And we are towards the end of this year's parade, Angie.
We are.
Got to hear from Bowie first, though. They've crossed the line.
You can see their sparkle coming for Myles.
Again, this year's Grand Marshals, Myles Garrett, and the International Grand Marshal, Thomas Helbling, the Burgermeister, Bad Königshofen, Germany. And the parade lineup crew. And we are finished. Kevin Donovan is the president, and all the volunteers, and there's the hard-working parade lineup crew. Another great parade. It was a star-spangled day here in Central Arlington. Bob Callis, always in attendance and helping out. And we have completed this parade in under 2 hours. Angie, what are your plans the rest of the 4th?
Well, I'm going somewhere I've never been before. I'm going to FC Dallas soccer game, and they're going to have a big fireworks show tonight. So I'm excited. I'm like preparing myself mentally for the heat, but I think it's going to be really good. So I'm looking forward to it.
You'll be okay. A reminder that freedom isn't a commodity. You can't buy it. It's been paid for by those who sacrificed their blood. We hope everybody has a safe and joyous 4th of July. Angie, I've enjoyed working with you again.
Thank you. You as well. I hope that everybody has a very happy and safe 4th of July.
Thanks to our outstanding crew, the City of Arlington, everyone involved in this year's parade, 4th of July, Texas style. Happy 4th, everyone. We'll see you next year.
Happy 4th.